What's going on, everybody? So make sure you subscribe to their channel. We're going to talk about magicians. And it's a very peculiar thing. A lot of people are interested in this topic. And I'm sure you've heard about this through television or a game, at least. Definitely in video games, they always talk about mages, magicians, wizards. All three of those, really. Mage, mana, and ruins. There's a bunch of things. So everybody is a magician, and some just don't know this. Some don't know this at all. Some really don't care about it. They may have heard about it. And some, again, just aren't gonna, they're just not gonna abide in it. It's not gonna mean anything to them. But everyone's a magician. This is a secret that's kept. Now, when you die, let me explain this. You can manifest anything instantly because there's no time or space, so to be. You just go from point A to the point B. And how do I know that? One, and the main reason is because this world is a limited reality. We live in a limited body, so our body is it just has limitations, and you can't go past those, basically. Now, in the other world, you can manifest and create anything. The other world is pretty much the real world. It's a mirror, like we are the mirror of that. And you can hear this. I've also been studying. Now, I haven't been to the other side, so to speak, in this life, but everyone goes there. It's where you come from. And I've been really diving into this and actually learning about it. Now, you don't have to believe what I say about this on the other side, but we're going to get into magicians in a second. But when you're on the other side, you are a magician because you can literally cast spells, literally, and you can actually make anything you want. Manifestation happens instantly, simultaneously on the other side, where on this world, in this life, you have to put in work. So you can do anything you want on the other side. Yeah. It's the real world, and someone says it's actually more physical than this. Anyways, all around, people spell. All languages are their written vibrations. So when people are speaking stuff all the time, and this is what I'm talking about, whether they're interested in magic or not, we're actually spelling. We always spell. In fact, when we spell out words, that's why they call it spelling. It just is spelling in and of itself. So everything you say, but you don't need to know all this. Why? Because life is a feeling, and you can just feel how things are. So some people are saying, yeah, love, one God, very peaceful. But they're making very destructive music. I don't think they're aware of that. Most people aren't. Same with other things. People could be watching maybe horror movies and not knowing it's disrupting them, or they could be just saying swear words, or certain things that they're saying, maybe doing, that they're not aware of. Magic. You don't see the magic because we don't see it in this limited reality, because our body only has senses and they can only see so much frequency. When you get out of this frequency into another one, it's different. You see all the colors, you see more colors, you feel more stuff, and so forth. So our words actually have a physical existence, me talking, and people are just going to like me, and certain people aren't going to like me. And that's because of the resonance. The resonance is true, and I don't lie anyway. That's something that I live to. I don't have to lie about anything. When you lie, it's perpetual and domino effect. You have to create more lies to sustain that lie. That's just how lying works. A lot of people lie, for sure. But it's a resonance. So my voice has a resonance, and it's a vibration that you feel. When people are faking it, you can feel it. Or you don't feel nothing at all. So it's just a bunch of blabber blabber. There's people like that too. So your words are basically like a gun, like a wand. People are casting spells. Hollywood. Hollywood is actually a stick from a tree. Hollywood, it's casting spells. Just because someone doesn't have a wizard or a wizard hat and not next to like a cauldron or have a spell book and has a wand, they do, but they're hidden. They're very hidden. Yeah, and that's more so for a cult. They don't want you to know this, but it's very true. It's very live. You can set curses. Cursing is a real thing. Cursing is a real thing, such as voodoo, witchcraft, dark magic, black magic, whatever. It's all occult. It's all the same. And most of it, for the most part that we see, to some degree, is not necessarily good. There's a good and bad side to it. It depends on what you're doing, and there's obviously a limitation to do it. There's a bunch of stuff that they hide from us because they don't want you to know this. They don't want you to know this because it goes against them. They do the opposite. So the stuff you should know, they're not going to give you. It's just how this realm works, this world works. So this is just going to be an intro. We're going to dive into it more. But every time you speak, even thinking, you manifest how you manifest in the other world. You don't talk about it. You vibrate from your head. Your thought is actually a living thing, basically. So there's a bunch of ways to do magic. This is more so like an intro, but make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. If you want to make a donation, Snap, Crackle, Fizzle, and you can Snap, Crackle, Fizzle at Cash App. And you can also search up magic if you want to dive into a little bit magic. Search magic's more so stuff you can't see. You're not going to see it, but it's there. We just can't see it in our body. And it's not, I meant to say this at the beginning, it's not like some fairy tale mystical thing. It's just reality. It's the real thing. Though it points to like some mystical, real crazy, magical thing, which it is, but it's kind of more so probably distorted how you think about it. Anyways, you could do a little dive deep online about magic, and I'm pretty sure you can find some real stuff about that. There's going to be more videos on this, so have a nice one.